If y'all are in a position in your life right now where you just need a little bit of encouragement, this video is definitely going to be for you. Hey journeys, where y'all been? It's Unique and I'm back with another video. I wanted to hop back on the feed and do a video with y'all. I did my makeup today, but it's been all day, girl, so she's oily. I could put some pressed powder on, but we just gonna rock with the glow, okay? And I just wanted to hop on here and do a topic with y'all. I want to start doing these videos. I'm gonna do a little bit here on Uneak Tershai, but I'm also going to do a lot more on my spirituality channel called The Unique Journey. The link to my channel is in the description box down below. I'm gonna start doing these talks. If y'all don't know, one of my spiritual gifts is definitely having a spirit of discernment, but also having a prophetic ability to bring forth prophecy and bring forth word. And that is something that I have been wanting to do on my channel for a really long time. And I'm at this space where it's just really time for me to put out the content that just honestly resonates with me. I feel like I've been in a comfort zone on this channel, just putting out my vlogs because that's what I'm used to doing. That's what y'all know me for, and I'll sprinkle a little bit of other things in there, but I've definitely been holding back. I've been jotting down all these different words that's been coming to me and all these different topics, so it's time for me to just go ahead and work on this list and get these videos out for y'all. So I definitely have on a shirt. I know I don't look like it, but I do. Okay, y'all, so recently this week I was listening to this podcast that I have now fell in love with. Y'all know I'm a podcast girl. I love a good podcast, and my feed had recommended one to me, and it was called Closet Confessions. And basically what they was talking about on the podcast was how when you're on social media, people only show you their wins and their highlight reels. And I was like, yeah, that's so true. And what she was asking on the video was, do y'all ever lose? Do y'all ever struggle? She was like, for all the soft girls, it's like y'all always getting nominated and never lose. And so y'all excuse background noise, but I gotta get this word out. Let me tell you something. There has been so many times where I almost made the cut and my name was almost selected, but I didn't win. One thing about me, y'all, is that I am a very competitive person. And I was talking to Cara and her sister about this yesterday. I was saying when I was growing up as a kid, I had to win. I had to be first. I had to get the solo. I had to get it all, baby, because if I didn't, I was gonna feel some type of way. Like, if not me, then who? And that was my energy. If I was ever nominated, I always had to win. And they were saying that the soft girl era is basically all the girls who get nominated for stuff and they're always winning. Y'all never see their struggles. You never see the problems that they have in their life. You never see when they down. And I feel like the last video that I posted on my channel, y'all really just saw me in a very vulnerable place. I showed my shadow side on this channel due to the fact that I want y'all to realize that it is true and it is authentic to go in the ebb and flow of life, in the ebb and flow of your emotions. Like, a lot of times life will hit you really hard, but it's all about how you channel that energy and navigate through that. I had to get to a point where I stopped hiding my losses publicly. I had to get to a point where I stopped being ashamed of my periods in my life where it felt like I wasn't successful. If I stopped vlogging because I moved back to my mom's house, there would have been so much creative content and creative vision that would have never been able to play out in my life. And so one thing that I want y'all to know is that even though you might go through things in your life, even though things might be looking like they're on the downside for you, let me tell you something. Things always turn around. The tables will always turn, baby. The tables will always turn in your favor. And I get it. Some of y'all probably like, Unique, I cannot put my losses on social media. Like, yeah, it's cute watching you fail, but baby, I'm not about to be on social media and let people see me fail and have people talking about me, have people talking about my situation, having them using it as ammunition against me. Let me tell y'all something. Your failures, your quote-unquote losses, they are setting you up for an opportunity for you to win. Let that be your testimony. Let that be your opportunity to use your voice to help the next person, because of the simple fact that y'all don't realize how much people are out here unsatisfied, unfulfilled, unhappy with their lives due to the fact that I I don't feel like as content creators and people who have a social media presence and social media influence that we're doing a really good job of showing people the full picture. I feel like a lot of us are out here being very, very secretive about the real happenings and dealings with our lives. Let me tell you something. Romanticizing your life can be beautiful, but there also comes a point where you're romanticizing your life so much that you're living in an illusion. You're living in this clouded vision of actually what it is that is. And so I found myself feeling really, really lost on my path because I felt like I was living a lie all this time. I was coming on the channel a certain way, trying to keep an aesthetic, trying to keep it like romanticized and everything like that, but behind the scenes I be crying myself to sleep at night, going through the ringer and having my Saturn return drag me. And people be in my comments like, oh my god, Unique, I love the vlogs, the vlog was so good. I be like, baby, if only you knew. And so that's why I had to come on here and really, really keep it real with y'all, let y'all know that I have definitely been going through it, but letting you also know that I'm also coming out on the other side. And don't think that because you see me quote unquote failing, that's an opportunity for you to kick me when I'm down. I hope y'all know that any failure of mine is a learning opportunity for somebody else. It's a learning opportunity for somebody to come out on the other side and be their greatest version. That's the whole point of all of this. And so when I have had reservations about coming onto this channel, speaking these words, giving y'all these messages, that's been fear that is within me about what people are going to perceive from this. Meanwhile, God is over here like, Unique, I gave you the assignment. You told me you understood the assignment and you're not doing the assignment. Why? Because you don't look pretty enough, because you are not in the mood, because you don't want people in your business, because you don't want to have another thing on YouTube that people can talk to you about. No, it's a message in the madness. It's a message in the mess. So whatever your mess is that's happening in your life, find a way to transmute that energy. Whether you're making a tweet, a post, a video, podcast, book, write about it, talk about it. Your story can be used to help somebody else in their path of life. That's why I really, really enjoy being a podcast host and interviewing other guests, listening to their life experiences through conversation. If y'all don't know, I do have a podcast. It's called Journey Free Podcast. It's on all listening platforms. Go ahead, go over there and check it out. But when I'm interviewing my guests, they are also helping me through different things that's happening in my life. One of the main questions that I always ask them is, what advice would you give yourself in your 20s? Because most of my guests be like 30s, 40s. So I be like, what advice would you give yourself in your 20s? And y'all know what I do with that advice? I take it from my own life because I'm trying to get through this thing. I'm in the final chapter. I'll be 29 next month. And let me tell y'all something. I wanted 29 to really just run circles around my 20s. I want to go out of my 20s with an encore. And that's what God is saying right now. God is saying y'all are about to step into your encore. You are about to have your moment. Just when somebody thought that you was done, just when they thought it was through, just when they thought y'all was finished, y'all about to pop back out on them for a standing ovation. Okay, it is time for y'all to celebrate yourself. It is time for y'all to really get in y'all bag of y'all life and create the reality that you want. Excuse the background noise, but this is a word for somebody. It is time for y'all to step into your bag, create the reality that you want for yourself. Stop sleeping on yourself, because one thing about it, two things for certain. I was crying on that last video about how my channel ain't growing and I felt like a failure, but on the other side of that was all the different narratives and the perspectives that I convinced myself about why my channel can't be whatever, because I don't want to X, Y, and Z and I don't want to BYC. Baby, what can you do? Sometimes it's not about what you don't want to do. Sometimes it's about what you can do. And one thing I can do is literally turn the camera on, start talking, and bring forth a word. And so that's the space that I'm going to move into today. I don't know who this message was for, but if it resonated with you, definitely give it a thumbs up. Tell a friend and share it with a friend, because this is where we at now. So like it or love it, this is what it is. That's what it's giving. Girl, I gotta go to work. But that was the word. Okay, the word is, it's your celebration season. That's it. It's time for a standing ovation. It's time for y'all encore. It's time for y'all to come back out and pop back out after that low period in your life that you thought that was gonna take you out, but it brought you out. Bring them out, bring them out. It's hard to yell when the bed rails in your mouth swinging. Okay, that's how y'all gotta come into it, period. All right, journey. So yeah, that's the word, that's the message. If y'all liked it, if y'all like this idea, definitely let me know in the comment section down below, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn y'all post notifications on. That way you can always be on the up and up until the next time that I post another video, and I'll see y'all on the next one.